Today I'm doing my recap for my last month's worth of makeup basket. So this is the tail end of March and most of April. I feel like my makeup baskets are pretty light these days. I have a lot of repeat products and I'm also using a lot of project products. So this will probably not take that long. I had two highlighters that I used this month. I used Tarte's Champagne, and this was just a sample size. And then I also had NARS's Albatross. And I liked the Champagne okay, but the one that I really liked most was Albatross. I had bought it ages ago when the Sephora at JCPenney first started carrying NARS, and I just kind of forgot about it. So I'm glad I rediscovered it because I really did like it. It's been one of my favorite highlighters so far in this color. For the pinky ones, I really did like that Wet n Wild Fergie one, but in this kind of champagne color, I like, or this one's, it's more of a goldy. It's not really champagne. It's more of a kind of a white gold. I actually really like that. For blushes, I actually did repeat a couple things. I do try to include a cream blush and powder blushes. So I've been just trying to work through the Jabot blush. I'm getting really tired of it, but it is old. It was expensive when I bought it, and I do want to try to use it. So that's just continued to be in here. But for the whole month of these baskets, I've had the Glamour Me from Tarte. This is the Tarte for True Blood Natural Cheek Stain, and it is red, but it's actually one of my favorite. I actually really do enjoy wearing this, and I enjoy wearing it on its own. If they sold this or something similar to this, once I'm done with this and didn't have anything like it, I would buy it again. The other blush that I used the whole month was Rendezvous. I felt like I didn't get a good opportunity to use it much during the first 2 weeks, so I wanted to continue that, and it's like a pink with gold sparkle. I thought it was really pretty when I bought it, but when I got it home, I thought that sparkle might be just a little much, but I've actually really been enjoying it. It is pigmented, so you have to be careful, but I put on blush lightly. So I think most of the time, even though I am wearing it, you can't even tell that I'm wearing it, because I'm actually wearing this today, but it's incredibly light and incredibly sheared out. Like, if I think it's too dark, I will buff it back over with powder just to lighten it up. But the other one that I used in the last 2 weeks was NARS Luster. I bought this because it was on Temptalia as a close dupe for some MAC product that was limited, and you know, if you don't buy it in the first 10 seconds, you don't get it. It was not exactly the same color. I think this one was a little bit more orange. That's the reason I bought it, and I never really used it. I did like this one okay, but it wasn't my favorite. Then I had quite a few lip products. The thing that I keep in my basket pretty much all the time is the Ofra Silk Lip Liner, and it looks like this right there. And so when I pick my lipsticks, I do try to pick at least one nude each time that I can use this lip liner with. I'm not actively trying to use it up necessarily, though I did think I said that I wanted to use up lip liners in my products I want to use up, but it's obviously taking quite a while. Well, I don't know that it's going to happen, so I'm not actively trying to use it, but seeing I've been using it so frequently, I'm just trying to continue with that. So the two nude lipsticks that I picked were Liar from Urban Decay, and this is one of their Revolution lipsticks. It's a mini that came with that set they released over Christmas, and it looks like this. It's not quite the same color, and it's a little bit darker. It looks like that. But I actually really did like this. I've got so many lipsticks, but once I go through them, someday eventually, or if I find I don't have anything just like this, I would probably get that at some point. The other one was Nude Embrace from Maybelline. I think this was part of a nudes collection, and it looks like this. This one was actually very close in color to that. It was right there. And it kind of gave off that kind of gray purpley nude, and I did really like this. I didn't get a chance to use it much, but I think I'm going to maybe not use it again in the upcoming makeup basket, but I'm definitely going to pull this out again pretty soon. Then the other thing I went with was bright colors. I am using my Lime Crime products. I'm not going to throw anything away, even if I'm not buying from them right now. But I did use this, and yeah, it's a shame though, because I do really like these. I actually liked it better than the Kat Von D in Jeffrey, which is what I'm wearing today. I just think the formula, or at least these were the original formula. I've heard they've changed, but this was the original formula of the Lime Crime Velveteen, and I actually really liked those. Then the other color that I pulled out was the YSL Rouge Pure Couture in number 52. It looks like this. And this I actually really do like. Almost like that one right there. I don't know that I'd buy any other YSL lipsticks. They're very expensive, and while I liked it and I liked the color, I didn't notice that it felt way better than any other lipstick that I've had, so I don't know that I'd buy any of those again. I probably would never have bought this, but I had a gift certificate from one of the glossy boxes that I bought like a year ago, I think, and it was like $20 off, so I only paid $10 for this. Maybe it's $25 off, because I think those are $35. So regardless, whatever the coupon was, I only paid $10 for that. I would have never paid $35 for a lipstick. I just can't. Okay, I had 3 masks and I didn't use any of them. I just have not been in the mood for masks this past month, which I really need to get over because I have one in my finished 5 by Cinco de Mayo, but I just, yeah, haven't been in the mood for them. Okay, and honestly, because I have not had much freedom with a lot of the things like foundation, stuff like that, that have been in projects, and the stuff that I'm trying to use up, I went a little crazy with the eye stuff this time, so... And yet again, most of what I picked has been compatible with gold, because I am trying to finish up this eyeliner here. So it's been green and teal mostly this month. So the cream liners that I picked were the Too Cool from Maybelline, one of the color tattoos, the NYX Shadow Glam Stick in Glistening Emerald, and I did like this. This is actually a really nice green, and a lot of the colors don't show up heavily on my lower lash line. Like, I've got pink in today, but they always fade really quickly and all that. And this one actually lasted quite a while on the lower lash line. It lasted much longer than this one, which was the Urban Decay Glide On Shadow Pencil in Clash. And it looks like that. And that is really bright in the swatch, but on my lower lash line, it just faded so quickly. By the end of the day, it was practically non-existent. So I actually really appreciated this NYX one for staying. Then I did use 2 loose shadows. I used the Lime Crime Magic Dust in Troubadour, and this is actually a bluish color, like that. It's a bluish teal. And then I used the Sugar Bill limited edition loose eyeshadow in Lucid, and that is incredibly pretty. And this room went really well with the gold shadow because it's got like gold sparkle in it. It's kind of a greenish teal, but it's got gold sparkles in it. So this was actually really pretty. I didn't use it much. I basically like set liner with it. But I did really like this. The other new product that I used was the Flower On Your Mark liquid eyeliner, and this one's in brown. I've just been kind of tired of the black recently, so I did use this. It's gotten old. I got it not long after Flower came out, and I never opened it. It was still completely sealed, but I guess it started to dry out. It's still usable, and I actually don't mind the lightness of it as it's drying out, but I wish I had gotten to use it when it was new because I did like it. But I did hear that these Flower pens dry out incredibly quickly. Then I used quite a bit of eyeshadow palettes, and I did actually make use of all of them. I didn't use every single color in every single one, but there was something out of every one of them that I have used. So I used the Rocky Horror Picture Show palette, and I like this okay. I'm not in love with it though. I basically used this light color here and then this one right here. I think this one is Crystal and this one is Graphite Style or Graphic Style right there. And I used those two, but I didn't use this one a ton. I didn't love it. I mean, I didn't love it when I bought it. I really did buy it for the packaging. So it wasn't disappointing necessarily, but yeah, not my favorite. Then I did use this one, and this one's I think probably my oldest MAC product, or one of them. And this is the Reelers and Rockers palette. And surprisingly, I did not use any of the golds here. I actually used the white and the black. For some reason, this palette has been the one that I've always pulled out when I'm setting black eyeliner. Probably because it's so tiny. So I actually used the white one here, which is called White Rabbit, and then this one is Carbon, their standard black. So yeah, surprisingly, actually didn't use the gold out of that one. I really thought that I would. It's just that I never used gold as like the main color in any of those. Then I had the NYX Nude on Nude, and this is actually older than my Naked palette, because originally I got this instead of the Naked palette because it was supposed to have similar colors, and I basically only used this one right here as a transition color. And I had California Roll from Wet n Wild, and this is from their new collection, and I actually really did like this. I used both those greens and then this color right here. But this one's actually really good. I am glad that I picked this up. I haven't tried the other one that I got from this set, which was Thrift Store Chic, but I really do like this one, and I'm glad that I got it. That was on my bingey month. And the other little palette that I used was the Urban Decay Roller Girl. And I think I said in my makeup basket that this is probably one of my favorite Urban Decay palettes. And that is what I have on today. So I actually really like this. Then the other bigger palettes that I had were the Stila In the Garden. Just lost that liner. And I basically just used these two colors right here, and then this green right here. Maybe a little bit of this color right here. Then I had the Lorac Glow Getter palette. And I have to say, I actually really like this. And I did not use everything out of this palette. I really wanted to use this color right here, but I never really could find a good use for it with what I was doing. But I did use this color a lot, and surprisingly this color, which I really, really liked. This one is probably my favorite one out of that palette. And then my last palette that I used was the Too Faced Sugar Pop palette, and this was also from my bingey month last month. But it looks like that. I'm sure everyone's seen this. I think I only used this color right here, which was Blue Raspberry. The other ones just didn't really fit in to the look that I was doing. And that is everything for my makeup basket recap from the last month, which was mostly April. And I will be back tomorrow with a new makeup basket, and I will see you again next month for another recap. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.